Hey guys, it's Joanna, Naturally Motivated Lady, and today we're going to talk about something that's been on my mind and apparently on the minds of a lot of other people as well. So please hear me out on this one and watch through to the end. I've been told things in person, via private message, and I've seen quite a few videos where individuals with kinky or coily hair are saying things like, I hate my natural hair. They're saying that they're exhausted from all of the high maintenance and that they're sick of detangling and tired of the time that it takes to care for their hair. And many are saying that it's too difficult for them to make their coils look professional for the office environment, or ranting when their hair doesn't do what someone else's hair does, or when certain products don't work well for their hair. And then some even go as far as saying, I didn't get good hair. And some natural ladies are just burned out from putting so much time, effort, and money into caring for their natural hair. And while I do respect and appreciate their honesty, it really saddens me to see so many beautiful Black women and girls and men hating their natural hair, the hair that grows from their own scalps. And I'm not going to sit here and act like I've never shared any of these negative feelings towards my natural hair. Because y'all, I can relate. I can definitely relate. And the point of this video is to offer the encouragement that I feel like I needed when I was feeling some kind of way about the texture and about my 4C hair. And there have been many times where I was extremely frustrated with my hair. Everything from the texture, the dryness, the shrinkage, the single strand knots, and the list goes on. It can be extremely challenging, but it's still heartbreaking to see so many Black women and girls get to the point of actually hating their natural hair. But you guys, it doesn't have to be this way. In fact, I put all of my business out there, and I mean all my business, and literally wrote a book about it, where I confess what my true feelings were about my natural 4C hair. And there were some things that I had to personally confront. But I also go into the steps that I took to grow to be comfortable and confident with my hair and comfortable in my own skin. So if you've been struggling, or if you ever struggle with having negative thoughts about your natural hair, first, I want you to know that you are not alone. And there are things that you can do so that you no longer feel this way about your hair. Things like learning how to care for your hair in a minimal way that's not taking too much of your time, and learning to reduce the use of excessive products. Also, learning how to take care of the mental and emotional aspect of having kinky or coily hair, or basically any type of hair that is not as widely accepted. Unfortunately, a lot of us transition to natural hair already having a lot of deeply rooted misconceptions about our own Black hair. And whether we want it to or not, the way those around us view us, it does affect us in one way or another. You know what? I'm going to share something with you. I'm just going to share a small portion of the book, Life Lessons Locs. And just before recording this video, I decided to go ahead and drop the price by 60%. Yes, 60% off this week, so that it can be even more affordable and that almost anyone can have access to it. And I'll put the link below. So I'll just share a small excerpt here from chapter 1. I would never lock my hair. Who would hire me with hair like that? What would people think of me? Would I have to shave my head if I decide to change my hair? Questions of doubt and fear clouded my mind as I contemplated what I would do with a head full of tightly coiled natural hair. Clearly, my admiration of locks was being drowned in a sea of negative emotions and unsettling thoughts of all the reasons I could never lock my hair. So what changed? Perhaps it was my self-perception, maybe a change in cultural standards. or possibly the eye-opening expansion of knowledge gained throughout my somewhat arduous journey to return to natural hair. Whatever the reason, the internal fight through fear of change was as real as the breath that flows through my lungs. Do I do what is best for me, or continue to do what is expected of me? Regardless of our race or culture, hair expresses a significant part of who we are. It has been a standard of beauty throughout all of human history, for good and for bad, and has a startling effect on our psyche and ultimately the way we view ourselves. Regardless of our race or culture, hair expresses a significant part of who we are. It has been a standard of beauty throughout all of human history, for good and for bad, and has a startling effect on our psyche and ultimately the way we view ourselves. Whether clean-shaven or with hair reaching well below their hips, people are keenly interested in having healthy, attractive hair. Let's keep it brief, so I'll skip to the last paragraph in chapter 1. Many women, as well as men, with afro-textured hair have deeply rooted negative mindsets about the hair that grows out of their own scalps. These toxic thoughts can eat away at our self-confidence, self-acceptance, and overall happiness. Now let's dive into this personal story that will encourage self-love while providing you with powerful lessons and practical guidance on maintaining loose natural hair and locks. Join me on my emotion-filled journey of going from relaxers to a natural afro to locks. Together, we will move forward in a healing process of letting go of harmful mindsets and reclaiming our natural hair. I don't want to make this video too long, so I'll just read one more short excerpt here. And this is right after I share an experience where someone judged me solely on my physical appearance, my skin color and hair. So let's pick up there. This is by no means a woe is me rant, nor do I believe that every person who looks like me had the same experiences in the society in which they were raised. These written words, however, reflect real life experiences that shaped my feelings, my weaknesses, my strengths, and the person I am today. Someone else's different experience does not invalidate that of my own, and vice versa. Today, as a confident Black woman in her 30s, I see it for what it is. The hue of my dark skin is a beautiful reflection of my amazing parents and my strong ancestors who endured beyond trying times to survive. Every kink of my hair is an inheritance from my family who lived before me. It has taken both time and much re-education to regain the love and confidence I once had before being poisoned with thoughts that could have easily led to self-hate. Once again, I see the beauty that I first saw as that little girl who sat in the middle of her parents' bed, twisting and twirling her father's hair. I was mesmerized by the texture and how the coily strands felt passing through my little fingers so many years ago. It was not until I was taught through entertainment, negative reactions, and comments of others that I began to dislike the coily strands that I was born with. Today, I realize that my afro is not offensive. My braids are not ghetto. My naps are not to be hidden. Even the tightest of tight coils sitting along the perimeters of my head are perfect the way they are. My frizzy strands are to be styled, not tamed as if they were some unruly animal. Like coils of DNA, the beautiful kinks making up my crown are amazingly unique. I have learned to love again what I once loved before. This renewed appreciation has become another visited destination as I continue along my journey in a positive direction. Life Lessons Locs. And you guys, in this book, I decided not to sugarcoat things when I talk about topics like hair envy, skin bleaching, and how loose natural hair and locks are viewed in the workplace. So if you haven't already picked up a copy, please don't miss out on your 60% discount today before the discount ends this week. Y'all, I would never want anyone to experience the negative feelings that I at one time had about my hair. But I know for a fact that so many have had very similar experiences to mine. So again, you're not alone, and there are quite a few of us out here that you can turn to for positivity and encouragement when it comes to loving your natural hair. So don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, then click all so that YouTube can actually notify you when I release new videos. Thanks so much for watching. Stay positive, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.